Hey everyone. Just want to say welcome back. So my last little cash stuffing adventure there, we had some issues with figuring out where money went and yada yada yada. I got that fixed. So there's 238, I think, here. We're gonna go ahead and count it, and then we're gonna stuff the rest of this cash into our binders. We'll figure it out. I have a couple that are priority for me, so I'll probably be putting it towards those with the holiday season coming up and some important things to keep in mind. We're just going to go ahead and get this started. I am still using my usual binders, and then I also have my little change pumpkin here. I got this pumpkin from Dollar General for, I think it was $1 or $3 or something along those lines. And then we're back using a dollar jar. So we've got this going. We'll go ahead and give this cash a count, and then we will get going and see what we can do. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 230, 235, 236, 237, 238. $238. So the first thing I'm going to do right off the top is take these 3 ones and we're going to put them in this $1 jar. I'm not going to purposefully try to get ones, but whenever I do get them, for whatever reason, they'll be going in this jar again. And I don't have any goals in mind for this or a time limit. I'm just going to do it until I either need it or until the jar is full. So we'll go with that. So we've got some 20s, 110, and a 5. Pull these over here and try to get these laid out. I don't have a cash tray, so the money might look a little wonky, but we'll do it this way. 20, 10, 5. That 5 does not want to lay flat. So my first priority category would be my moving category, because I do need to have a chunk saved up in case we end up needing to move. There's currently $700 in here. I am going to add add 100 of this. So we're going to go ahead and do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 is going to get added to this category, which should put us at 800. We'll go ahead and give this another count. This one takes a while to count, but it's fun to do it, so we're going to have fun doing it. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800. So that's $800 saved in case we have to move. Now I know moving costs more than $800, and I'm going to keep adding to this. Obviously, I've got a few months until I need to really be worried. So we have 800 saved so far. I will try to add extra to this and more to this, but I also have other things I need to save up for, such as holidays, so there's that. See, family has 90 currently. I'm going to go ahead and add 10 to this to get it up to 100. So I'm going to take this 10, add it here. That should be 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And this is going to cover some fun activities and stuff to do with the kids, and in case anyone in my family needs help. The goal is to have it there for fun family things, like going to the movies with everybody, or taking my sister out for coffee. Subscriptions. I will go ahead and throw this 5 into subscriptions, I think. Yeah, we'll do the 5 into subscriptions, which gives us 25. I do need to save up for a full Sam's Club membership, I believe, for next year. So I do want to make sure I'm getting money put aside for this. If it's not a absolute need. So if I had to, I could go without the membership and just cancel it. But I really would like to keep it up because I do find some excellent deals and I do like bulk shopping. So there's that. We should have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 left. So let's see. I'm not real fussed about adding anything else to clothing. I don't believe I need... My dad's going to put more back in car maintenance because some of this was him pulling from it. Pets has 100. I'm going to go ahead and add another 20 to pets because they're my cats and I want to make sure they're getting taken care of. So, and I'm trying to build this up so that if they need to go to the vet, things keep happening and I keep having to spend the money on them. So it hasn't built up yet. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So 20, 120. I was looking at Sav Saves Etsy today because she just recently did a relaunch and I wanted to buy more reusable trackers so that I could start using them again because I want one for each envelope. But she didn't have a set that I really enjoyed. I'm looking for, the one that I currently have is Winnie the Pooh themed. I kind of want something that's spooky or Halloweenish or witchy, you know, like Harry Potter or just, I'm in the spooky season vibes right now and I just want spooky season things everywhere. That being said, I did pull out my Christmas tree today and I am planning on putting it up soon, so there's that. So birthday, in this one, birthdays and Christmas, I believe. Birthdays, Christmas, and November are my priorities. And we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I'll do 20 in birthdays. So that should give me 60. My logic in this is I've only got a couple more birthdays this year, and then I want to take my dad out for lunch or dinner for his birthday and get him a gift, which should be about $60 for him. And then my sister, similar, she's coming in November. I want to take her out probably for coffee and buy her a book or something. So there's $60 in here. And I'll put more towards it next month. I might come back to that and add another 20. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. 4th of July, obviously, I've got plenty of time to save for that. I'm not stressing about that. Halloween's done for this year. Maybe next month I'll put like $5 or $10 in there. We'll see. What do I have in Christmas right now? I have 110 in Christmas. This is my big one right now. Because I'm actually doing a tree this year, I want to have gifts under it. So that means having stuff to wrap. We've got 40 here. I'm going to do 60 toward Christmas, and then we'll put 20 toward November. So plus 60, 170. Correct? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70. Okay. I've already got my nephew Brandon's Christmas present done. He's already got it. I bought him those magnetic blocks, and it's already been sent, so his mother can wrap it for him. I don't have any idea what the other kids would want. My brother said that his kids would want stuff for their games, so I might get them something small and then give them a gift card. I'm not positive. 20, so plus 20, and that gives me 20, 40, 60, $70. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be covering all of our November family dinner, but it also can cover some activities or something to do with the kids for that. But that is everything for that. That's both my binders done. So all of our envelopes are stuffed. Put this pen away, and now I've got my little pumpkin. Every time my dad and I spend money, we have a little console in our car, and we just throw change in there. So I pulled this out of there today. I told my dad, I'm like, on the 1st, I'm emptying this thing. So this is gonna be a little bit loud. So if you like the sounds, yay. If you don't, I recommend you turn the volume down. But we're gonna put all this into our pumpkin. So, a fun story about this is when I was little, my grandmother had these glass nesting chickens. And some people might know what I'm talking about. They're little ceramic or glass chickens that you can take the top off and the bottom part of the hen is there. And it looks like a little bowl. And she had this big Bertha purse. And she would just toss her change down in the bottom of it. And she would, at the end of the week or the end of the month, she would empty out her purse, clean it out, and take all the change and put it in these nesting hens. Well, occasionally, my sister and cousins and I would come visit. Usually, my sister and I got to see her for Easter and Thanksgiving and Christmas and summer break. So we would get to pick one of the hens, but we never got to see what was in it. We weren't allowed to check what was in the hen. And the hen you got, whatever was in it, was what you got. There was no even Stevens, everybody shares, yada yada. No, it was the one you pick is the one you get. So you better be sure you're picking a good one. But my grandma would do that, and that's where the idea of this came from. I really wish this was glass and not plastic, because that would just be so nostalgic for me, and I really want to get one of those glass nesting hens, or a couple of them, to do something similar for my nieces and nephews, because I would just adore that. It would be so fun. But that's where the idea of this came from. Just gonna drop the rest of that in there. But yeah, I think it's cute. I have another pumpkin. There's a yellow one in my living room too that also has change in it. I might condense it all into one pumpkin and just try and get one really, really full before the holiday season's over and then turn it in. I haven't decided yet. But that is everything. We're all done. All the money is done. Dollars are done. There's still something in here. There's a couple of quarters. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. That's pretty much the cash done. I'm going to try to leave a code in the description for my Fetch account, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you haven't used it before, going on there and creating an account with my code and scanning a receipt so I can get some extra bonus points to help me get towards a gift card. I want to use the gift card to help purchase at least one of the kids' Christmas presents to help relieve some of the money strain there. But that's the goal. It's not scanning or nothing. You just go on, scan a receipt. You can scan any receipt and it gives you points, at least 24, 25 points for each receipt you scan. And then there's some deals on there. You can get extra points and some you can play games and earn points that way. And I've redeemed like 3 or 4 Amazon gift cards so far off of doing this, and it has worked every time. It takes about 3 or 4 business days for you to get the card emailed to you, but it is a really great way to just get a little bit of extra money to do special little things for yourself. Anyhow, yeah, I'm going to leave my code in the description. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. I appreciate you guys sticking around and subscribing and all of your support. And I will see you guys again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.